Okay, hello everyone. I'm back again to show a makeup tutorial for my wedding. As you can see, my ring, I'm getting married. This is the day that I got married. I woke up in the morning at 5 a.m. This wedding was very quick and like kind of quickly put together just because I knew that I really wanted to get married. Blake was ready to get married. We have little ones, so we actually got married by the judge. We chose to get married outdoors, so it was just a quick ceremony for us. And then we had pictures after, so the makeup is more for me for the pictures than anything else, just to remember the day, because ideally I would like to get married again with family and friends. But I don't know that that's going to happen for us. And honestly, we paid probably $500 for this wedding with all of the like outfits, like his suit, and getting the marriage certificate and everything like that, and the pictures. So I think that probably purchasing the wedding photos was maybe closer to the $800 range. But I don't know that I'd want to pay any more than that for a wedding, and my parents are not the kind to give us money to get married, and neither are his parents. So this worked really, really well for us. It turned out beautifully, and I can go over pictures in another video. I might do that. I'm not sure if I'll ever will. But I just moisturized my face just for that base. It's a light Burt's Bees moisturizer, and I put my contacts in. And now I'm going in with my concealer that I've been really happy with for a while. This is the Bare Minerals, maybe blurring concealer. I'm not sure. It unfortunately only comes in 3 shades, so sometimes it doesn't match my face super, super well, but honestly, it's so easy to put on. It lasts forever. It does a great job in concealing what it's supposed to do. And I like that it's a powder, so it doesn't crease and get like cakey. I know that there are many other concealers out there that don't do that anymore. There's like Tarte concealers, and some of them are really good. And I've tried very many in my lifetime. I used to do full face makeup all the time with many, many different products, and I have scaled it down a lot since having kids. I don't use them. They go bad. My kids play with them and they break, and I don't like spending my money on makeup nearly as much as I used to. So I try to find things that are best for my skin, that are more natural and effectively last. I also use the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. I think my shade is beige. I go a little bit darker than my natural skin tone because it's a tinted moisturizer is basically what it is. So it's not a foundation. Doesn't cover up anything. But I've always had pretty good skin, so I don't really need to, I don't feel like I need to cover anything up. I like the freckles on my face. I just don't want to cover that up. And I feel like my skin's getting a little more mature now. I'm nearing my mid-30s. So I don't want anything that's going to sit in my wrinkles. I just want something to make my face feel light and comfortable throughout the day, and something I can also look good in photos in. So I really enjoy this Bare Minerals product, and I've used this with the concealer probably for about 2 years. And I very infrequently actually get a chance to put the tinted moisturizer on anymore. I usually just do concealer and my eyebrows and call it a day, and that's about it with moisturizer. But I like the effect that all of the products give together. So right now I'm just kind of showing the 2 blush options I have. Sai is the one that I actually went with if you stay till the end to watch. My MAC blush I've had for a really long time too. One is a cream, one's a powder. So I just really had to decide which one I felt like was best for the day, and I ended up going with the cream. This contouring kit I have literally had for like 10 years. It's super old. I should get a new one. If you remember when this came out, that's when I bought it. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but it's always looked really good with my skin tone, and I prefer it when I'm a little bit more tan because I'm aware that I am ghostly pale at the moment. This is also my skin with fake tanner on. If you can believe that. I put a few days worth of gradual tanner on. I used the concentrated drops with my lotion. So I did a few days of that before today, and this is still how pale I look with that. So I'm just doing a little bit of bronzer, and I'm trying to keep it light because I don't want it to be really extreme. I don't enjoy that look anymore for my face. So trying to keep it natural. I don't know if I said this already, but my husband does not prefer me to have a ton of makeup on. So I don't get to do makeup very much. Of course I would wear like a lot if it's what I truly wanted, but for today, given how our ceremony was and the fact that we were going to be with our kids for the rest of the day, I still have to do the whole morning with them when they wake up at 6. I decided to go like mid between a more full face that I used to do and like extremely basic. And I'm breathing heavier right now because I'm still extremely pregnant. I just am at 39 weeks right now. So I'm pregnant in this video. I'm also pregnant right now voicing this over, and it's been a month, so I'm losing my breath a lot. So I like to blend my makeup around my face using similar colors. I think that it just ties together better. So, and I don't use like I love having bright shades of makeup, but I don't use it as much anymore unless I'm like going out or something. So I used my same Cocoa Contour kit to do my base for my eyeshadow, which is just, I like going underneath my eyes and going on my lids, just kind of shading things in. It doesn't look a ton different, but if you don't do it, you can tell, I would say. So just continuing to do that. Okay, finally finished. I think it looks pretty darn good. Just finishing a little bit of the edges. I definitely don't have a good camera to record me filming makeup in, so I'm sorry if this looks a little bit, I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to watch this, but that's basically what I ended up with. So, now I'm going in with eyeshadow, and this is the, like, sequence that I usually do my makeup in, is do, like, my face makeup, and then I go in for my eyes. I know a lot of people do their eyes first before their face makeup, but since I don't have a lot of face makeup on, I think that I generally do it. I've just always done my face first. And I know even, I know even going this way and doing like a little bit of eyeshadow, some crumbs do fall onto my cheeks and I have to correct it sometimes. But I've just always done my face first. And sometimes I have to go back over with more like foundation. I don't know. I just decided not to. So I added some pink onto my eyes, and more like earthy tones just to darken the original blending bit of the bronzer that I already put on. Again, trying to keep this pretty natural. But now I'm going in with some eyeliner. I definitely need to buy new eyeliner as well. I'm starting with a pencil just around my eyes, and then I go back in with a liquid liner. And now I'm going to go in with an actual eyeliner pen to do my wings. And some of this you can't see again because my camera I do not have a setup to be a YouTuber. So this is being filmed on this exact tablet that I'm editing this video on. So it's actually just my iPad. So I finished my eyes at this point, besides doing my eyelashes. So I went with my wings. I looked at having fake lashes. Like I said, I used to do very full face. So I had like fake lashes and the whole nine. I'm comfortable putting them on. I've done it many, many times. I just don't wear them anymore. So I decided to skip it today. I do have like the individual ones, which I do like, and I thought about using them, but I decided to not in the end. So first I go in with a Burt's Bees black mascara. I'm using my mirror close up to my face and not my bathroom mirror because of my belly being in the way, and I can't lean into the mirror as much as I want to for the height of my counter. So I have to use a separate mirror that I can actually see what I'm doing when I'm doing my lashes. So this is Burt's Bees in black. It does a good job of adding color to my eyelashes, and that's about it. It does not curl them very well or lengthen them very much. It was like something that I just wanted to try, and I use it in combination with a additional mascara, which is the Thrive that I have in brown. So I may not have showed putting that on, but I always do both of them because the Thrive mascara is the tubing mascara and it extends my lashes a lot, and I can actually curl them really well with that. So that's what I usually do when I'm doing mascara, is the combination of both. Here is the Thrive that I'm going to be putting on. I don't know why I plucked my eyebrows in the middle of that, but that's the brown that I use from them. Liquid Lash Extension is what's called. It does a really good job, I think. I don't have a lot of eyebrows, clearly, and I don't have very long eyelashes since having 3 kids in a row really has taken a toll on my hair production. My scalp is filling in really nicely right now, and then I'm literally about to be postpartum again in a month, and then I will continue to lose it. So I've just suffered a lot of hair loss in the past few years, and I try to make up for it with makeup to make it look like I have eyelashes, and this is the best that I can do without putting on fake ones. So I think it does a pretty good job. Eyebrows, you will see I have yet to do. But I do my best with those. I do want to get microbladed at some point. So that's the goal after I finish having this baby. I definitely know that you can't do it while pregnant, at least where I would go to get it done. I know who I want to do it already. So I talked to her about it. I made an appointment. She said that I had to wait until after I was done being pregnant, and I think you're not allowed to do it while breastfeeding either. To start my eyebrows, I use the chocolate color from the NYX brow pencil. I really like. It's more of like a cream and not a pencil. But I showed the product, so that's the exact product I use. I actually have dyed my hair a little darker since then, and I use espresso now, which is a little bit of a darker brown. But I think both of them do a really good job. It's kind of hard for me to get dark eyebrows without having any hair, because I don't want them to look fake. And I know that there are products that do a better job of that. But for now, I always start with a pencil. These are the earrings that I'm wearing for my wedding. They are familial, and they're the something blue. So I think that they help bring out my eyes. Now I'm going to go in with the blush. My family's starting to wake up at this point. I opened the door so I could hear babies crying if I needed to. At this point, we don't have 2 under 2 anymore, but the oldest is around 13 months, so she still is a little baby, and I don't like to hear her cry in the morning, so I do kind of rush to her aid a little bit quicker with some milk, opposed to like our toddler who wakes up and wants to be let out of her room, but she doesn't, she's in a toddler bed now. She just wants to like be around people. So she's much less work, but I listen for both of those. This blush I truly love and recommend to anyone. That's my husband waking up. So I had to re-record this because apparently I talk too much, and basically this blush, the side blush, I really love. He is at a close look. Look how handsome he is. I'm so excited to marry him, truly. And this is the finished look. So the blush, my eyebrows are done, my eyes, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. And I am going to include a picture of a final look. Here it is. Thanks for watching, guys.